Alright everyone, and welcome to GIT 211, Intro to Game Art. Now, this video is really to talk about my teaching philosophy and the way it runs in class. And the reason I do that is because mine is very different than any other professor I think you will encounter on this campus or in any other school. My main goal is in two tenets. First, I need to teach you the skills, the tools, and knowledge associated to this class, to the class you're taking. That's number one. And that's classic to every professors. Now the second part for me is to actually teach you how to think, how to use your brain to achieve the results you want with the skill knowledge that you already have. This is a lot harder, and I don't know if every professors do that. But I am very, very proud of doing that, and I really enforce that. What does it mean? Well, it means that my lectures are shorter than everybody else. My lectures are on 20 minutes most of the time. Sometimes a couple of them in your class might last all 50 minutes or an hour or something, but most of them are only 20 minutes long. Why? Well, first reason, I don't believe that human beings can focus more than 20 minutes. I think when it goes after 20 minutes, you don't remember it. Let me put it this way. I always give example of things that I've learned in my own life. I used to be a professional tennis player, believe it or not. And that's how I ended up in Arizona, actually. My tennis coach was a gentleman that lives here in Arizona and that created the Arizona Tennis Association. So that's why I ended up in Arizona. So, in tennis, I learned that. Once I met a gentleman, an American tennis player called Jimmy Connors. Jimmy was world champion, number one. Amazing players and played for a very, very, very long time. I don't think you guys are gonna remember him. It was in the 60s and 70s. Okay? Now, once I was a ball kid, picking a ball at a big French tournament, actually the biggest one, the French Open. Jimmy Connors was there in practice that day, and I was watching him as a little kid. And he played only 45 minutes. The next day, he was playing the French Open final. One of the reporters turned around after Jimmy Connors is done and tell Jimmy and ask Jimmy, why are you practicing only 45 minutes? Tomorrow you're going to play the big match. You're going to play, the final. Why wouldn't you practice more to be ready? He turned around and answered him this way. He said, you see, I'd rather play 45 minutes of very good tennis and gain really good habits. After 45 minutes of practice, my body is tired. My muscle gets a little bit more tired. They do not work as well. So I'd rather not play more, because by keep playing more and grinding it, I'm going to start doing bad motions because I'm tired and get bad habits by repeating them over and over. You see, I have the same philosophy. I do believe that the human beings can do just so much. And it's better to just do what it's needed, but doing it very, very well, to acquire the proper skills, the real skills, instead of grinding it for hours, not understanding what you're doing, and gaining the wrong skill, learning things that are just not good for you, that are bad habits, basically. That's how I work. And that's why my lectures are only around 20 minutes. If you want more lectures, just ask me. I'll be glad to have a meeting with you, take even another room, a special little room, another little room on the side, and make a special class for you. I'll be glad to do that. Just ask me. I cater to students personally. I cater to what you want to do in life, because I'm here to help you. I want to help you. It is my main goal. That's why I teach. This is why I'm here. To help you guys get a job. To help you guys to go from high school to a workforce. To realize your dream and being able to be a very productive, happy member of society. This is my goal. So don't hesitate to ask. But you will get around 20 minutes of lectures, and then we'll go on into practicing, putting in practice that lectures. That's the main thing. Alright? I always put in practice everything I do. I think it's very important. Okay? During the practice, I'm always there. I'm not doing anything, I'm not leaving, I'm just always there, and I am just there waiting for you to have a problem and to ask me what to do. So I can go through it with you, show it to you, at the same time you do it, and then you'll learn much better like that. Okay? That's very important. Now, I've been accused by certain students from time to time, it's pretty rare, but it does happen, to be scattered, to not be organized, or academic enough for them. No, no, and yes. No, I'm not scattered. No, I'm not unprepared. But yes, it is very organic and not academic. I do believe that when you become too academic, especially when you're teaching technical art, all right, you are becoming too strict, too rigid, and you're losing your students. You're losing the learners. Okay? That's number one. Number two, I am very prepared. As you will see on the class shell, everything is done in advance and has been done for years. I have everything, every lectures, everything we talk in the class is on the shell. And actually, it is in multiple formats for the same thing. It is a video lecture as well as a document lecture. Okay? But I am someone that don't believe in lectures. Because I think as soon as I do, let's have a lecture, pull out a PDF and start reading it, two things happen. First, it becomes a grind for you guys, and nobody wants to listen to it in reality. So they lose a lot of information. Number two, I think it is too theoretical. It is too much based on theory and doesn't really work in the real world. So I kind of not do that, because you can read the lecture by yourself anyway at home, and you should before you come to class, not after. You should read the lectures before you come to class, and then in class we'll expand on those lectures by using industry examples, by doing labs that have to do with what we just talked, by me introducing examples of what I've done or doing as we speak, because I still do it all the time actually. I've done 3 apps over the summer with high school students for ASU in research. All right, we use 3D, we use 2D arts. It was interactive. Actually, it was on Fox News. It was a magic trick, a couple magic tricks. Okay, but for certain students, my class feels that I'm just coming in, say hi, and talk for 15-20 minutes, and then we do a lab. Yes, I come in, I talk for 20 minutes, and we do a lab. But that's because I've prepared it so well, and I've done it for so many years that I can do that. But it doesn't mean I'm not ready. It doesn't mean it's unorganized. It's just organic. It is just not a straight up academic system that is strict and rigid like you will see in other classes. And I'm not putting down other classes. Some classes like math requires lectures, real lectures. But it's not one of these classes that you're taking. This is a technical art class. It requires to do it and to look at it. And that's why I teach this way. Okay? If you have any problem with that, again, do not hesitate to come see me. I'll be glad and I would love to add and to do special classes for you. Okay? So that was my philosophy intro about teaching, to ensure everybody understand what I'm doing and don't think I'm just slacking around for you guys, and just going through the motion. I'm not. Okay? Now, you want to watch the other video that introduces the class itself. Thank you.